Hi guys, today we'll be making some madeleines, French madeleines. They're quite easy to make, they're delicious, very light. You just got to remember certain rules. One of the rules, first rule, is to make sure that you're using room temperature eggs. I've got 3 large eggs here. I want to crack them into a bowl. Just a pinch of salt and 3/4 of a cup of sugar in there. And what you want to do is go ahead and just give this a really good whisk. About 5 to 10 minutes, just whisking away until they're very light and fluffy. While I'm doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and melt my butter. 125 grams, like half a cup of butter melted. I have just melted the butter. So I've got half a cup of melted butter. I'm going to leave that to cool down a bit because we're going to use it while it's cool, but not too hot or too cold. But we still need to continue mixing this. So as you can see, it's really light and fluffy. You can use lemon, do lemon zest and juice of a lemon. Today I'm actually going to be doing an orange flavour. So you've got about a tablespoon of orange juice. I've also got orange flavour here that I'm just going to add a little bit of that, just orange extract, and also vanilla. So I'm just going to add a drop of vanilla in it as well. Just mix that. Next I'm going to add in the zest of an orange. Next, you just want to like a pinch of baking powder and 1 cup of flour, and you need to sift that. So sift in your flour and baking powder. So go ahead and just fold this in with a spatula. Add in your melted butter, making sure that it's not too hot. Just do like finger test, and it's just nice and warm now. And you just want to add a little bit of that in at a time. Mix it, add a little bit more, gradually adding this melted butter into it. The good thing about making these madeleines is that you can actually make it and keep it in the fridge day before, or it can stay in there for up to 2-3 days, and just make them when you want them. They taste so much nicer when they're done fresh. If you've done that, you can put a lid on or put a cling film over it and store it in the fridge for about an hour at least. With your Madeleine moulds, what you want to do is get some of this melted butter and really brush in these little grooves. So you're making sure that you're buttering them really well, taking any excess off. Once you do that, next you want to get about a tablespoon of flour and just go over and dust each one of these moulds with flour. Next you want to just go ahead and tip this excess flour off, give it a tap, and then you've got your mould ready this way. What we're going to do next is we're going to put this in the fridge as well, so that'll stay in the fridge for an hour also. Once you've had your mixture in the fridge for an hour, and also your mould, they've both been in the fridge now for an hour, you can either get a spoon and do like one spoon and then use the other spoon to scoop it out, or you can use an ice cream scoop, or you can use a piping bag and you just get it in a piping bag and just squeeze it in. So next we're just going to go ahead and just in the middle like so. You can see how airy the mixture is. The oven, it could take 7 minutes, it could take 10 minutes, it could take 9 minutes. So basically this is all we want to do now. Just tap him like this and place it in a preheated oven at 180 degrees. For those of you who don't have a Madeleine mould tray, you can easily make them in these sort of moulds, cupcake moulds. So I've done exactly the same process where I've buttered it, brushed it with butter and then with flour and then tipped it out. So you're just going to go ahead and put one scoop in each, just so that you can see how they'll come out in these as well. I shall place them in the oven as well there. So while they go in the oven, you can actually put a cover on this and keep it in the fridge. It will last for 3 days. You can just cook it up freshly and be much more tastier when it's nice and fresh out of the oven. So literally in 5 minutes they were done. Not bad. There we are. Our Madeleines are done. Mine are a bit overdone, so I'm going to turn my oven down to 170 and do another batch. We shall just take these ones out as well, so that if you don't have a Madeleine mould, you can do it in these moulds. They're quite easy to come out. Like so. Okay. So again, I have brushed with oil, with butter, and dust it with flour, and I'm just going to go ahead and do the same again, putting a scoop in each one, or until golden on top. Okay, so again, just taking it out, just need to flick them. Our Madeleines are done. We've also made some in the cupcakes, just so that you can see. We can go ahead and just dust them over with a bit of icing sugar. They look very pretty. Very light, delicious. If you don't have the moulds, then go ahead and use the cupcake moulds. Again, very light and soft. The fragrance of the oranges is amazing in here. Golden colour, just take them out. If you press on it, they just spring back, or you can do a toothpick test on them. Orange flavour Madeleines, French Madeleines, delicious. Hope you give it a go.